On behalf of the whole team in Europe and Africa, I'd like to invite you to learn more about Motherland. We call us an ecosystem orchestrator. What we mean by that will become evident during the presentation. As we, the founders of Motherland, have worked with startups across the globe, we have learned firsthand that solutions for the most pressing challenges are already built. This is the reason why we believe that impact entrepreneurship will become the driving force to solve these challenges. The challenges are overwhelmingly present to us all. Inequality, the collapse of ecosystems, and the lack of economic participation, to name just a few. And all of those are accelerated by the climate emergency. In our analysis, all of these challenges accumulate on the local level of communities and their people. That is why our mission is to accelerate the development of communities towards self-sufficiency and self-reliance, all enabled by solutions created by tech startups. We could have started this impact venture everywhere, but we decided to start in Africa. So why is that? Because according to the UN Human Development Index, Africa has not only the biggest potential of development, it also will have the most significant growth in population in the decades to come. According to the UN projections, there will be 1.5 billion people between the age of 16 and 65 and 800 million youngsters below the age of 15 by the year 2050. We don't see a liability in this development, but a chance to unleash the ingenuity, culture, talent, excellence and passion of the people living on the African continent. We went through a participatory process with our African network to understand their challenges firsthand and to unveil opportunities together. We learned what is required to build a local economic engine for sustainable development. With Motherland, we support building and starting this engine by bringing in digital infrastructure provided by African startups. This infrastructure will then solve the structural problems of the community and kickstart the engine. This will then help to create and grow local entrepreneurial ventures by providing the infrastructure needed to establish processes, access to markets, and continuous learning. These ventures will enhance the value creation by the local value chain and thus will create demand for supply, for example, provided by the local smallholder farmers. Growing local and specific demands will help the farmers grow and serve local businesses and feed the community. Both developments will lead to job creation in the agricultural sector and ventures that have been created in the community. And last but not least, it will be paramount that education and learning by experience become an integral part of the engine for continuous development and further integration of the value chain. Our participatory process started in 2020. We involved African entrepreneurs, innovators and changemakers in understanding and defining a challenge based on the objective of our mission. As a result of this process, we defined the post-harvest value chain as a catalyst for systemic change. We then built up a database of 324 qualified African startups that already provide solutions in the post-harvest value chain today. The next big step is to set up and run a minimum viable product, or short MVP, to apply Motherland's approach hands-on in a local community in Africa. So as we know, there is no learning without doing in the real-world context. So for example, in South Africa, our strong local team interviewed more than 5 different communities to find the perfect candidate for the MVP, which was finally selected this August with the neighborhood of Wembe, northeast of Johannesburg. Other MVPs are currently in preparation in Ghana, Nigeria, and Ethiopia. Based on the results and the learnings of the Wembe MVP, our team then will be prepared to take the next step and run a fully fledged accelerator program at further selected communities. with the objective to impact then more than 500 smallholder farmers and more than 5,000 community members with the solutions provided by the African startups. Preparing for taking the solutions and implementing them with our experienced team in a structured way is the first step towards scaling the model. We will further run programs to implement our validated solutions as a system integrator in similar communities. And in the long run, Motherland will become financially viable, with a business model that attracts impact investors for growth funding and startup investing via the Motherland platform. A financial return will fuel and motivate the Motherland team to tackle more challenges and spread the Motherland approach across the continent and beyond. To get there, we need you. Now, the Motherland community and us, the founders, have financed and worked hard to pioneer the way to become ready to pitch an elaborated funding proposal and an MVP that is ready to start now. We need 150,000 euros to begin the implementation of the MVP in a selected community. This money will finance a dedicated implementation team on site, the impact measurement, and the presence of the Motherland founders to run the MVP and empower the team on site. Additional communities, acceleration, and scale will require more funding. With our impact measurement partner, GITA, the Global Impact Tech Alliance, we have developed a survey that represents the HDI dimensions on a local level, ranging from the financial situations of the individual and the community to questions regarding nutrition, shelter, education, personal happiness, and social coherence. This survey will be run at the constant intervals over the 6 months of the program and will serve as an input for a regression analysis implemented by our African partner Straticon. We have automated the survey to run via WhatsApp, which allows us to quickly collect the relevant data from our community and other control communities. Let's have a look at one of the selected MVP communities, the Wembe community northeast of Johannesburg. Wembe has around 50 smallholder farmers and 300 community members. The local chief and the local farm are supporting the project with heart, mind, and hands. In the interviews, we identified 4 key interlinked challenges. First, market access and market intelligence for local producers. Second, distribution and transport for goods. Third, finance for upgrading local post-harvest facilities. And fourth, education to accelerate learning. To systematically solve those 4 challenges, we have pre-selected an array of solutions provided by the 5 following African startups. First one is AgriColleges International, an education and learning solution. Second, Decentralize Africa, a crowdfunding solution. Third, Price Pally, a direct from farm bulk buy solution, and Nile, a direct access to market solution for farmers. And fifth, Twende, a distribution solution for goods. We will implement this solution with the support of our local team in a well-documented learning journey, including impact measurement throughout the MVP. We are proud to have a passionate and committed All-African Motherland Advisory Board. The board provides a wide range of experiences in the African tech, startup, education, agriculture, and community workspace. Their insights and advice is a cornerstone in Motherland's participatory journey. To be hands-on and operational on the ground, we have established 3 country chapters in South Africa, Ghana, and Ethiopia. A 4th one in Nigeria is currently in preparation. For our complex and complicated challenges, we can rely on our experienced network of well-connected collaborators, experts, and supporters. We as founders bring more than 20 years of experience in the digital for-profit and non-profit businesses and in the space of ecosystem building for startups and startup accelerator programs. Our ask is straightforward. We are looking for donors who are keen to invest in our big vision and want to become part of the journey of Motherland. To go to the next step of our journey, we need 150,000 euros to run the MVP in Africa, in preparation for the future scale of Motherland's impact. Thank you for your time. Together, we will build functioning local economic ecosystems to accelerate the development towards self-sufficiency and self-reliance, and solve some of the decisive global challenges of our time. We are looking forward to hearing from you.